do you tell the stories of people who you can barely find them in the archives? They are numbers in the archives. They do not even have names. I'm Jacqueline Bishop. I am a writer, a visual artist, and a scholar. I was born in Jamaica and have spent a lot of time in the US and the UK. It occurred to me because I'm very curious. I love women's stories. I love Black women's stories. And I wanted to dialogue with these women and with history. And I found that the way to do it was with the decorative, was with the domestic, because there I found their voices. The work that is currently on display at the Fitzwilliam History at the Dinner Table is a work that it's kind of a homage to my grandmother, my great grandmother, so many Jamaican women. One of the ways that you show your womanhood in Jamaica is when you acquire your mahogany cabinet and you start filling it with these dishes. So I started doing research into these dishes and ended up at sugar and slavery. So I wondered what would happen if I made that history obvious, the history that gave birth to these dishes that are so valued and collected in Jamaica.
On the one hand, these are plates that you walk past and you think they're exceptionally made. They've got the beautiful gold rims, they've got the botanical images, they've got some beautiful women on them. And you can go past them, you think they are very beautiful. And when you stop and you actually start to look deeply at them, they become more and more problematic and more troubling. And you think, what on earth is going on here? And then these beautiful botanical images overlaid with these very traumatic images, and this history of enslavement and violence against women. They're very worthwhile taking each one very slowly, very carefully, unpicking them and trying to understand why certain images have been juxtaposed. And this was always very interesting for me as a curator, to go back and work out where the source material came from.
They came from postcards. They came from natural history paintings. And so I would cut them out to tell a different story. I mean, Stedman, for example, had these lithographs made and whatnot. Horrible things. There's one that I really love. It's a horrific image from Stedman's journey in Suriname, where the woman is being hung. I decided to put some flowers around her to give her her modesty back. It was very important for me to give these women their modesty, their humanity, their beauty, their vulnerability, all these human feelings that they were denied during the process of slavery. When people come to the exhibition and when they look at these plates on display, I want, if I could wave a magic wand and get what I want them to leave with a heightened sense of course, the enslaved, particularly enslaved women, right? And some of the difficulties, savagery they had to deal with in their lives. But I also, implicit in this is I want them to leave with a sense of mutuality and mutual endeavor. I feel that Dr. Victoria Avery and I are on a mutual conversation together. And so these plates are not meant to turn people away. They are meant to be a point of reflection in our mutual history as Jamaicans were part of the British Empire. And if Dr. Victoria Avery and I can find the means to have these difficult conversations, her as a white British woman and myself as a Black Jamaican and American woman, it's possible.